Hi there, and welcome to the newest edition of 5 Colour Magic, where today we're going to open up my personal Magic the Gathering From the Vault Realms. Now, every year, Wizards decide to do a From the Vault product that showcases what they think is signature pieces of certain things. And this year, it's iconic lands. So let's just get straight to it and open this straight up. So we've got the cool little box, and inside here, we've got the spin down life counter with the Realms logo, and you get 3 individual packs, each containing 5 lands each. So we'll open them up. There's also a insert which has stories about the cards, but I'm just going to open them up and just talk about what I know about them, which isn't too much. We're going to start off with the money card, Maze of Ith in foil, and we're going to crack this pack. People are going to think I'm mad for doing this, but I don't mind. So let's start off. Now, Maze of Ith was a card originally printed in the dark, which I think is early 90s, and never been foiled before. Now, this is Maze of Ith. It taps to remove target attacking creature from the game and untap it. It was just from combat, not from the game, but it's a cool foil which never been foiled before. Forbidden Orchard. It taps to add 1 mana of any colour to your pool, and your opponent gets a 1/1 colourless spirit token with flying. Again, cool foil, back from, I think it was Shards of Alara block. Now all these have got a slightly glossy effect and a different foiling process. I don't know how well it comes across, but they are very shiny. I don't know much about this one. High market. You sacrifice a creature, gain 1 life, or adds 1 colourless mana. It's quite cool if you've got a EDH deck that revolves around like Grave Pact and you want to make your opponent sacrifice their creatures. This was seen in Legacy play recently and Modern, Grove of the Burn Willows. Coupled with Punishing Fire, you get a bit of a lockdown and just slowly dig away at your opponent. It's a pretty cool card that adds a green or red, but your opponent gains a life. So it's a net loss of 1 to your opponent with the Punishing Fire, which deals 2 damage. A very old card is a Glacial Chasm with a cumulative upkeep of 2. It does prevent creatures you control can't attack, but you prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Now you can combo off with a Sun Titan, preventing a soft lock until they can remove either the Sun Titan or this from the game, because you sack it with the cumulative upkeep, attack the Sun Titan, bring this back, preventing your opponent from attacking. Going on to the next one, we are onto the Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth pack, which is, again, an interesting land. It turns each land into swamps. It's a legendary land, pretty good in EDH decks for those Cabal coffers, get those solid ramp decks. Another cool card is Ancient Tomb. I believe this is the first time it's ever been foiled. It taps to add 2 mana, but you take 2 damage. It's pretty iconic, does see some Legacy play, and again, pretty cool. Unfortunately, it'll be expensive if you do want to foil those in your Legacy builds. Besiege You, Who Shelters All. Recently seen an ability like this on Cavern of Souls, but what this does is, for instants or sorceries, you pay a life, and the instant or sorcery is then uncounterable. Cephalid Colosseum. Now this card gets cards from your hand into your graveyard. Very good for the dredge mechanic, which is put stuff in, you want to reanimate it. Again, very, very good. Does see a lot of Legacy play in the dredge deck. Desert. Now, I don't know much about Desert. It just adds 1 colourless mana to your mana pool, or you can does 1 damage to target attacking creature. I can only activate it in the combat step. You know, it's just it's a nice land to showcase what Magic can do. On to the final pack, which is Dryad Arbor. Now, Dryad Arbor is a creature and a land. It's a pretty cool 1/1. If you go forest, you can Green Sun Zenith this into this for 1 mana. So it's a hard ramp there. If you need to, just start beating away. I do believe he is banned in Modern though, so won't be seeing much play there. Another card banned in Modern is Vesuva. When he enters the battlefield, you get to clone a land basically, so it stops the Cloud Post ramp deck for your colourless mana. Again, unfortunately banned, but that did see a skyrocket in price when Modern was announced. On to the last 3. you've got Windbrisk Heights. Now this is a hideaway land, so when it comes into play, look at the top 4 and put 1 exile underneath it. When you meet the criteria, which in that one, if 3 creatures have attacked this turn, you can pay the card without paying its mana cost. Pretty good to trick things into play, like your big Emrakuls and things. The last 2, we're on to Shivan Gorge. For 2 red and tap, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Again, multiplayer games just start ticking away. And last but not least, onto the Murmuring Bosk, which is part of the Lowering block for the tree folk, I believe. It's also a forest, so you can search for it off your fetch lands. These sets are very hard to come by and can reach a lot of value in the future. I'm pretty pleased to have got my hands on one, but if you do manage to pick one up, I think it's very much worth the money. But that's it for this episode of 5 Colour Magic. If you like it, rate and subscribe, and we'll see you again soon.